I actually was on my way in. I went to grab my bag and I'm like, I don't have a backpack, which means I don't have my planner. I don't have my iPad. Like I had, I had just packed so much crap when I come in. I left the whole bag of stuff at home. So after we're done, I think I'm running back home so that I can finish my test and try to get a post done. Yeah, because I keep wanting to do this post and I just cannot. It's just, yeah, it's a struggle.
Have you been doing the lead magnet stuff?
No, I've done nothing except
either.
work.
Okay.
I was telling someone the other day I did about 10 hours of massage on Tuesday.
Wow.
Thursday I don't do massage, but I was at work for almost 12 hours. Thursday I did 4 or 5 hours massage. Friday I did 6-hour full bodies and 3 or 4 hours of chair massage.
Ooh.
So
well, you're paying your bills. We need to balance this with, hey, you're paying your bills.
I'm catching myself up for when I was slow. That's the thing. It's like, oh, playing catch up. So, but yeah,
it's awesome.
But everything's good. But yeah, I wanted to have my planner out, and I was like, oh, I'm like, oh crap, I'm not ready. Gosh darn it. So
well, I have my planner out. I don't have my May goals set yet. It's
May.
That's how I feel too. Like all of a sudden, what the heck? How can it be the 10th?
Oh, not there yet. Yep. I have a client who right now I think he's in Florida. He was doing learning to be a captain of a boat or whatever, but he loves purification. Like loves it to the point where I'm sending him 6 bottles. He goes, send me all you got. He loves it. He just, wow. It's his go-to oil. It's his favorite over everything. So yeah, it's kind of funny because I'm like, okay, I'll see what I got on hand. And
that's great.
Yeah. So,
well, at least he knows what he wants, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So we have less than a month before 1B7.
Gosh.
I know. So did you get to see the product reveal by Dr. Dave earlier?
Yes.
Yourself? Yeah.
I did see some of that. I didn't get to play with it yet. And see what we have access to and stuff. Because I knew that
I don't think we have access to anything yet.
Anything, but you can go and see it. It just isn't interactive.
If you heard this, I haven't heard this. So
I thought I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I
haven't been keeping up either. So he gave us screenshots, but they were definitely mock-ups.
Got it. Okay.
So, but I mean, I could be very well out of it at this point.
Me too. I guess what was I gonna say? I thought it was July. I thought it was 7/7.
This is why we're having this discussion. So what we paid into gives us access on June 7th. And so for an entire month, we have the ability to figure it out.
And then have 7/7 goes worldwide.
Members can start as well. And then the Oola guys are announcing it in their channels 7/7.
Right.
So that gives us
the 7/7 party that they're having, the whole, yeah.
Which I think we have our summit on 6/7 that we get to go to if we've enrolled somebody, or either as a coach or as a 10-week program.
Yep.
So
okay.
And I'm working on trying to get somebody. I've got a few potentials, but nothing has pushed us over into that yet.
Yep. Me too. I've sent some stuff out and people are like, oh, it looks interesting. I'm like, I need a little bit more than interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. I mean, even if you were just to do it for a few months, like he says, you don't have to do it. So, I mean, you can take a break and then come back to it. So as long as was it 90 days? As long as you redid your monthly membership within the 90 days, you could not have to re-up the monthly or the yearly fee.
Oola Global? I don't know. I do not know. Okay. So I would love to know where you're learning this because, but I haven't been catching their 1-hour sessions, which apparently tonight is leadership. So the guys are talking tonight, and somebody said 6 p.m. I'm gonna look it up because.
Well, I know the other night I got on and Dave was going. I was like, oh my god, I can get like I'm awake. Yes, I can get on it. Oh, yeah, because 4:15 in the morning comes early. Ooh.
Okay, yeah. So here's what meeting schedules. Mondays with Dave and Troy, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard. So that's going to be 7 my time and 8 your time.
Yep.
So tonight is leadership. And then next Monday would be opportunity.
Okay.
Then our dream catchers group meets, interesting, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard and 8 p.m. Well, our time, my time for the comp plan.
On the same nights?
On Tuesday, that's what it says.
Oh,
Oola
Tuesday. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So Monday
Overview
it's
followed
Oola
by the
guys.
comp plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
And
Monday's
then-
Oola guys. Dream catchers is Tuesday.
Yeah. Now that's the one with Laura and Avonlea. And then on Wednesday, Christine does a 6 p.m. Mountain Standard team meeting.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So it's almost every night.
I
and
need
then Thursdays,
to put it in my, I need to, I love my planner, but I need to have it in my calendar. Like I need to go through and put it in my, so that hey, you haven't, you have the, it prompts me on my phone. Cause I have like 2 other things that I'm trying to get prompted. I'm missing. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm just so, yeah.
I'm meeting with somebody that I met in HBR. So Martha Verse, as she likes to call it. And she is about to get certified in AFT.
Yes, I keep putting that off.
Well, what I'm going to do is have her be an AFT person for us in our group.
Awesome.
So our Oola dream catchers or whatever, what am I calling it? Oola champions. We can have weekly AFT refreshes to keep us on this. I want to do 90 days of goal setting using the oils. I've been using my dream catcher, trying to basically just get us into the mindset of what if we did do that? Have you heard the pitch on that T.O. gave? So Travis he basically spelled out a 90-day plan to make $5,000. So in our first 90 days, what to do. And he said that if we can replicate, so we have our members and we have our ambassadors. If we replicate 7 ambassadors and I think it's 8 members, okay, that gives us the OG or OV that we need and so on. That if we do that and then teach our members to replicate the same way, that just from that first 90 days of setup, we will have residual income of over $2,000 a month.
Was that part of the comp plan when he went over that? Because I remember something like that. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
It's a nice 90 days investment and figuring out, like, if in the first 90 days we figure out a way to replicate in a really nice, easy pattern, then that can be shared down line and get people, setting up those number of people. But what's cool is, this is what I was telling you about Camille. So I want the AFT to help us boost our 90-day impact. And then the other part to that is she's a Trello person. Do you use Trello at all? I think you would like it. It's little cards and you move them around so you can have lists that
that sounds.
Yes, it's very cool. So she did one for Martha's Silver and 60 or whatever Martha's verse is. But I was thinking she could make us one for the Oola concept, how to replicate, and she makes the template. Trello's free. It's on your phone, and it basically, you can move this, you can work the system. So I just have to figure out how to make the system, and then she's going to basically pay her to make the template for us. So
that sounds good. That would be, especially if you can, that format, whatever we're replicating, like whatever is there to do, you would make that card, match it, but just do it in the Oola style. That'd be, that's awesome.
Yep.
And it's an app.
It is an app and a computer program. So TRELLO.
Okay, check it out.
Yeah, she has a free video that she explains about Trello and how you use it. And then she has some like productivity things that you can pay her
Yep.
for. But I mean, $15 for a setup, it's very inexpensive.
Right.
So
Awesome.
I know. So I got that in the works. What else you got going in the works?
I have a meeting tonight. I'm a member of a business group.
Okay.
So we're actually getting back to kind of our regularly scheduled. We haven't been really meeting in person. Some of us have been, but we're like, okay, so most people, it was about the vaccine, right? So once you got your shots, you think you're good to go. So most people have been feeling more comfortable with coming out and meeting in group and that kind of thing. So we had a pretty decent group 2 weeks ago, and we decided to kind of get back on schedule of having our meeting every other week.
Did you get your vaccine?
No.
I haven't done mine. But my mom's gonna come live with me.
Oh wow.
And she's nervous about getting it.
Well, does she have to get it? Does she?
No, she got the vaccine. She's worried about me giving it to her.
But she could give it to you.
I understand.
Yeah.
That she wants me to get the vaccine. You know,
I have a lovely client who I hadn't seen in a while, and they come in to see me, and they had been pretty well behaved, trying to do their thing. They had some high risk people in their family, so they were good. He goes and gets his first vaccine, and then next thing you know, the whole family has COVID.
Oh no.
They believe it came from something else, which it might have. And the funniest part was he got it the worst. The high risk people in his family didn't have much issue with it. And he's the only one who they were staggering when they got the vaccine. So he actually was the first one to do it. I don't know.
Wow.
I know there's a lot of, I don't want to say misinformation or no information about some stuff, but it's interesting. We were having a conversation at my office about certain aspects of it, because they say it doesn't have a virus, whatever, it being live virus. Does it shed? Does it do all these things?
Right.
But it's interesting because the female population on the planet's hormones have been a little wonky. In our office. It's interesting because none of us in our office actually have gotten the vaccine. And we're still, our hormones are still kind of weird. Not to be too personal, but we've all been like, our cycles have been jacked up completely without getting it. So, for as much as I've been working on my insides, and every time I get tested for certain things, muscle testing, and when I do my blood work, toxins shows up on a very regular basis. And for me, I don't need any more toxins. And there's a lot of stuff in those that they won't even tell you what's in it, right? So that's a for me, that's a thing. I don't need any more things having an issue in my body that I already can't manage. Like I'm really trying to get so for me, I just have no desire to get it. Just trying to fix some things, and that's not going to be a fix for me. I think that's going to, when I feel it, I just don't have any good feeling around it at all. So for me, it's like, yeah, my body doesn't want that right now. Saying, please don't. I'm having a hard enough time with all the crap you did for me before.
Right. I know. I'm feeling the same way. Like, I've never gotten the flu shots or done any of that stuff. So I don't feel led. And of course I hate shots, so that doesn't help. But we did go and get our antibodies, and neither Chris nor I have got any antibodies from the virus. So I'm like, okay, we haven't gotten it up to this point. So.
Well, you could have had it before. They say they only last so long. That's one thing about the shot. Are you prepared to get more shots? Because it's not going to be just, it's not. Yeah. It's I don't know. I think, like, I knew people who didn't want to get it, and they did it anyway because family members made them feel guilty about it.
Right.
But I don't think that people you can still get it. Right. You can still spread it. So you're having more people walking around with maybe less symptoms spreading it.
Right.
Because they got the vaccine. right? Because they think they can't get it and they're not going to spread it because now I'm vaccinated. Because a lot of people think that that's kind of how it works. I'm fine. There are a lot of people getting upset because they're getting COVID after the vaccine. Like, oh, but I'm vaccinated. I thought I couldn't know. You can still get it. There's a lot of, there's going to be multiple versions. There's going to, that aspect of it. And so I think that's what's, hard for people to understand is it's not going to prevent you from getting it. It's not going to prevent you from spreading it. You just may have less symptoms. So for your mom, as long as she's got her shot and she believes that it's going to have her have less symptoms of that COVID thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of the research in my office we've been exploring is that, your body does build up that antibody and it's going after that super duper COVID bad thing, but it might not recognize any of the other things. And you're going to get sick and have issues to something else because your body might lose its ability to identify and work properly going after some other thing in the body infection wise, because it only identifies with the COVID-19, whatever.
Sure.
So for me, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just think I'm not big on being part of the Petri dish right now either.
Understandable.
I think it's new. I don't know. I guess for me, if you don't feel it, you wait till you feel like it's what's good for you. Right? Like, I know you don't like shots, but there are a lot of times people don't like shots are going to do things. But if you feel like it's like I told my mom, I'll support you whenever you decide. If you think it's for you and you need to do what you got to do for you, then I support you. You got to do what you got to do for you. So I'll support you in whatever decision you make.
Well, thank you. I love your advertisement for Oola tea there. I see the little
live
Oola tag.
And my Oola tag, my Oola. Yeah. I'm sad. I'm out of my detox tea. I'm going through complete withdrawals.
I bet.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. I've been doing the Ayurvedic coffee and enjoying it. And then the Dandy brand. I have been now lately I've been drinking a little bit more coffee than normal, but I've been not more than I was drinking 2 pots. I'm definitely under 1 pot at this point. So
that's good.
Yep. But when I'm switching to the caffeine free and all that stuff. So.
And how's everything else going? Body wise, hormone wise? I know you had some stuff you were keeping an eye on.
Yeah. The thyroid, and the doctor said he wouldn't do anything about it. And I don't see the endocrinologist about the growth until July. So I'm just, until I go see her, I'm just doing my thing. I think I'm going to go back on the Thiromin with Young Living, build it up. So, that'll give me a couple of months of it.
And you liked being on that, right? That felt good.
So what I noticed was I wasn't gaining weight. As soon as I stopped, I gained a lot of weight. And now I'm trying to shed that and doing the intermittent fasting. I did try to do a couple of 18-hour days. So I got there.
Congratulations.
Yes. Yay. And I stopped drinking cream in my coffee in the mornings just because of you.
No, cream is good. Oh, as far as the fasting goes, right. You have to wait till later. It's not,
Yes.
Unless you just give up dinner. You can have cream if you give up dinner.
Well, but I do.
Some people eat breakfast and lunch and then they don't eat past 2:00.
Yeah. I don't know if I could handle that, but.
If I'm working, I'm fine. If I'm sitting at home.
Yeah. Oh, and last night I was feeling the emotions. So real estate picked up like crazy. I got a listing and I got a gal that wanted to buy a house. So this last week was totally us going out. So we put 2 offers in for the client of mine that wants to buy. Both of them got multiple offers and got denied. We're in a weird market, right? So in the interim, a guy calls me, says he's ready for his listing. I put it on the market. In the first 24 hours, we had more than 24 calls scheduled to go see it. And he wanted me to hold the open house yesterday. So even though we had already started getting, I want to offer and so on, held the open house, packed. We had 13 offers to go through last night. It was crazy. And so now we picked our offer last night, but we have lots to do to get everything in place.
Yeah.
So that'll be a busy couple weeks. And it looks like we're going to go back to work this week, unfortunately. So.
Wow. Well, that's exciting. I mean,
yes. And Tony Robbins is doing a big, I don't know, 5-day thing starting tomorrow. So that's going to be, it's not one of his, it's a free one. Anybody can do it. It's called Own Your Future Challenge.
ooh.
And they're making a big reveal. I didn't find out until Saturday that they had an affiliate program for it. And so I signed up, but I missed all the pre-work. So now I'm really only going to get the affiliate information at this point. But apparently they have a new product they're going to launch. And anybody in the affiliate program gets like 50%,
Wow.
which is pretty amazing, you know, like what the guys do.
Yeah.
So, I'll probably be the biggest purchaser. But
well, send me the link. I'll check it out when
yep.
Tomorrow's a busy day for me, so I don't know, but
yeah,
I'm always willing to look.
It's supposed to be an hour or so a day, and it's 2 p.m. Eastern. So,
okay.
And the way that they do their Facebook groups or whatever, their groups, when it's live, of course you can watch it, but it's live for the whole challenge. You can go in and catch up on whatever, listen to it while you're running or whatever. They have a whole bunch of guest speakers coming in, typical Tony style.
Oh, I love it.
The other thing that's going on is I'm getting a lobotomy tonight. It's what I'm calling it. There's this Australian practice that I have been just so intrigued with, where all these women, it totally reminds me of the Stepford Wives. So if you don't recognize me next week, you'll know what happened. I'll be like, Andy, who?
I have a what to do when?
Exactly. So it's called Creatrix. And it's so funny because they're very secretive about what the process is. But supposedly in 3 to 4 sessions, all of my limiting beliefs are completely annihilated.
Huh.
And they have these videos of women that go through it. So like before the session.
Yep.
And then they'll do the after. So you don't know what happens in between, but the after, they're like, oh my gosh, life is never the same. And they have people that have been doing it for 4 or 5 years. And
so
they
you just put on your headphones and it just does something?
No, it's actually a session with a person.
Okay.
Takes about an hour to an hour and a half. And we've identified at this point I think it's 65 limiting beliefs that we are going to erase, and it's guaranteed. If I don't feel that they have been eliminated, I can get my money back.
So do you have to be in person or is this virtual? Like, what's this cost you? Like, this is, I'm curious.
It's fascinating, right? Like, let me go through it and then I'll share more. When I know what it's really like, I will let you know. But it happens tonight. And the first session, I have been making videotapes of like what I'm trying to, like for me, so that I can go back and listen and see if I feel like I've changed anything.
Got it. Ooh. So,
I know.
That's exciting.
I'm very intrigued. But what really got me was all these videos, right, of women. And then there are people who have done it 4 or 5 years ago. And they said that it completely lasts that whole time. Like it does not, I know, blows me away. So of course, me and my inquiring mind, right? I'm like, I got to go do this. I got to figure this out. Like if this works, this is never need to worry about anything ever again. So.
Wow. You'll be your own. You'll definitely be, wow.
A lot of what the people were saying was, if you don't have
your limiting beliefs, who do you become? Who are you? Like I did a program that was, who are you without fear? Who are you without your limiting beliefs?
Mm-hmm.
Unrecognizable, right?
One of my biggest fears is, what if I'm not the same person? And she's like, Tina, it's not going to like change. She's like, it doesn't change who you are. It just gets all that crap out of your way.
Yeah, but your crap is the crap. You are the crap.
Don't be scaring me, okay? But she says, in order to be the best version of myself, I need to not be like hearing those messages and not being clear and like scattered over what should I do, because I can't focus because I'm so concerned about what everybody thinks, right?
I don't think you will change to me. Like, I don't think, like, your crap will be gone for you. You will
Right.
be unrecognizable to you.
Mm.
And you'll actually do the things that you like. For me, you would probably be that same person, because I watch you and I'm like, man, like, I just love, like, I love being your friend and your partner, and you're just like crushing it. Like, that's how I see it. And
Mm.
you don't see it that way.
That's
So I
interesting,
think
right?
in the limiting belief, you will actually see, you won't have that in your way of, I'm not good enough,
Mm.
I'm not whatever. You will see what
Right.
I see as you crushing it and
That's
actually
cool.
taking the steps and proving it being a certain way, maybe.
That's a great way to look at it. So
Yeah, I
I
don't think
can't
you're going to
wait.
change to me.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's going to be really fun to see what happens. Because, you know me, I like to experiment. I like to see what it's like,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
like I use this. I mean, I'm all about it. They're definitely, I'm the same way. Between my Beamer, I have this thing called Brain Tap, which is,
yeah.
for relaxing your brain. And somebody goes, oh, it sounds like, sometimes there's they talk to you and have you, also. And so it's like, yeah, I'm like, anything that can help you, you know, grow as a person and relax you and physically enhance your body's ability to do what it needs to do, because we have so much crap,
Right.
not just self-talk, but all the chemicals, toxicities, everything around us is so hard. Like, just being able to let it be and heal. And, yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait till next week. You might have to come up. We might have to do this later. So I hear, yeah,
Yeah.
we might
Yeah.
have to jump on. I'm gonna have to
Okay.
I'm gonna have to invade one of your other live videos later this week to
Exactly.
check
See what they
in.
say. That would be awesome. All right. Well,
So
I guess we better call it a day.
I know, my God, time flies when we're having fun.
And that is so true. All right. Well, I hope you have a
Awesome.
blessed week. I'll
You
definitely check
too.
in and let you know how the new
Yep.
me is doing.
And maybe I will see you tonight with the Oola guys.
No, that's actually what time I'm doing my thing. So I might need to have
Okay.
you tell me what they
Okay.
do or
Okay.
say.
I think I
Awesome.
should be. I think I should be home by then and be able to get on. I think my meeting's over by then. I should be home, so we should be good to go.
Okay. Well, enjoy your
Awesome.
meeting. Tell them all
Have
about
it.
Oola Global. Get yourself some people.
That was an idea. If I get a chance to speak, they kind of take turns and stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, check it
Understand.
out.